YouTube, Deinosuchus here with a review of the Power Rangers Dino Supercharged Deinosuchus Zord with Charger. And like the Ammonite Zord that we took a look at a while back, this is a Dino Charge exclusive Zord. Not going to appear in the show, unfortunately, but it is definitely a really cool toy. They're knocking it out of the park with these exclusive Zords. So this was released alongside the Ankylo Zord at the start of the Dino Supercharged line for no price, about $14.99 at most major retailers. I think $18.99 or some ridiculous, maybe $16.99 at Toys R Us. I don't remember, but it was a little bit more expensive at Toys R Us. And that's, of course, where I found these first. So, yeah. So that is that. Here's a quick look at the box of this thing. Really cool artwork of the actual Deinosuchus, and I'll have pictures of those in my photo gallery. Nothing too crazy with the box, but the artwork is definitely cool. So here is this little guy. The Deinosuchus is the Dino's Grander from Kyojin, the Dino Armor X Charger that they use in the show to get the little orange clawy things. That's this guy right here, and so they made him into a Zord, and I love him to death. Before we take a look at that, here is the Charger. Again, just like all the other Dino Supercharged toys, they have the fossil Charger instead for whatever reason. So there we go. It is identical to the one that you get in a power pack, so there really isn't anything a whole lot new there. Deinosuchus on the back. The QR code, again, in the photo gallery, and the pins. Let's go ahead and take a look at this in the morphers.
Dino Armor X Charger. Engage. Energize. Unleash the power. Deinosuchus. Dino Armor X Charger. Engage.
Alright, so here he is. Again, like I said right before I did the Charger thing, I love this guy a lot, and he is currently my favorite Zord release. That is going to get overruled by the recently announced Oviraptor, because everyone knows Oviraptors are the best dinosaur. Boom, boom, Dino Gas Charger, engage, energize. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, I really dig him a lot. He gives me really big Carrigator from Go Under, the Croc Carrier from RPM. Gives me really big vibes of that. I don't know what it is with Bandai and Toei always wanting to make like crocodiles orange. We got another instance of that in Georgia apparently. But yeah, he's got this action feature where if he rolls, he chomps, and I love that to pieces. I don't know, maybe I'm just a child. That's probable. I can't line it up properly. Nom nom nom. But anywho. So yeah, that actually doesn't have anything to do with this Charger. That's just an additional feature that they included. Again, it's not much. It's very, very juvenile, but I like it. Leave me alone. So if you lift up his mouth, take the little Dino Charger, and line it up in there, and boom. So he is actually the only Zord capable of closing his mouth with the Charger inserted because his mouth is so big. So there is that, and so that closes the tail. It kind of makes it look like he has two mouths, and so I'm not a huge fan of this mode for him. I don't like the whole. It's like, oh, it's like he's like a Mile or something. It's kind of choppy chomp out his butt. Even though Miles is its hair, but it gives me those vibes, okay? And Giraffe Rig, I guess, is a little bit more closer representation. But anyway, so that is that. He can still roll. Unfortunately, this does not do the same sort of feature. You have to kind of chomp it manually. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the design. I like the functions, and I think it really works for me. It really does. There is a Zord Builder port right here on his underbelly over here, so you can attach him as an arm, just like this, or just like that. On any Zord Builder compatible port, I guess you can kind of keep him attached onto the side too. You can have a chompy chomp shin or something like that, whatever you want to do. So if we split him apart, this is how we actually are going to get the Megazord formation. And so instead of forming an arm, he actually forms two arms. They're a lot smaller than the other arms, obviously. But if you take this piece right here, flip that out, those will now be pegs in which you can use to plug into the Dino Charge Megazord. And yeah, let's go ahead and bring him in. Alright, now I don't remember which one's supposed to be on which arm. I'm just going to go ahead and do it just like this. So over here, You just peg that in, which is super easy, not very difficult to do. This one, however, because they're on this little hinge, when you're trying to press them in, sometimes they fall in. So you kind of have to place your finger there, kind of act as a lock, and there you go. So now you have, I guess, the Dino Charge Megazord Deinosuchus formation, or Dino formation, or Dinus formation. I don't know what to call it. But anyway, this is what you get, and I really, really like this because it emulates what his power actually gives the Rangers. To an extent, anyway. He gives the Rangers two, like, claw sort of weapons that resemble, like, an open mouth. So, like, just this portion of the mouth. So, by doing that, he has now two chompy chomps on his army arms. And it kind of emulates that same sort of effect that his ability gives the Rangers. And I'm just going to take his charger out. So it kind of does that same thing. I like that a lot. Now, obviously, these legs don't fold up, so you just have the legs sticking up there, which isn't that big of a deal. I don't know. I really, really like this. I think the fact that it emulates what he gives to the Rangers is really cool. It looks kind of cool. It does look a little bit plain considering it's only two dinosaurs making this formation. I guess you can put, like, Ammonite up on top of the shoulder to act as a cannon. That would be kind of cool, I think. So the possibilities are endless. And, of course, you can use for the Pterazord as well as a +2 Charge Megazord. If you would like to give them Chompy Chomp action, too. But I don't know. It's a very, very simple formation. But there's just something about it that I really, really enjoy. So overall, if you're not collecting these Zords that aren't in the show, then obviously Deinosuchus is a pretty easy pass. However, he's a heck of a lot of fun. I really like this one. Like I said, he's my favorite of the line thus far. He might get overthrown by the Oviraptor, but he's super fun, as is the Ammonite. Like I said, they're really knocking it out of the park with these Dino Charge exclusive Zords. And I don't know if it's just because they have free reign and they're not trying to adapt something or what it is exactly, but he's super fun. He's got the whole Chompy Chomp, and then he gets double Chompy Chomps, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. I like it a lot, and I do definitely recommend picking him up, even if you aren't collecting the ones that aren't from the show. He's a really fun toy, and he's got a lot of nice compatibility with all the other Zords. Plus, one Chompy Chomp's got a Zord Builder port on him, so he can attach in other places as well, for all super duper kinds of fun. So, that about does it for this review. If you like it, go ahead and blast that like button, comment below, and subscribe for more. So, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.